Breaking news tonight, reports show that the Trump administration is rolling back a plan to slash funding for mental health and addiction recovery programs.
The White House planned to cut about $2 billion in grants to programs all across the country. The North Carolina Health Department earlier today said the cuts would impact programs that help children, families, and entire communities. National Public Radio is the first media outlet to break this story. It reports tonight political backlash from Democrats and Republicans is what led the White House to reverse its decision. We have reached out to the North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services tonight to ask for information. We are waiting to hear back.